Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watch You Want, and thanks for logging on. Today, we're looking at the FP Journe Centigraphe Souverain Boutique Edition. You can see this 40mm rose gold boutique edition on our website, watchyouwant.com. Purchase it there. And if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Watch You Want Inc. You can also click on the card in the upper right-hand corner of the screen at any time to see our full listing for this watch with additional high-res images, accessories included, and naturally complete pricing details. Now, on my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, the 40mm case, in combination with the rose gold and the black center dial, has incredible visual punch. It has tremendous wrist presence without being an oversized timepiece. Now, 40mm across the round of the case does not include the chronograph selection rocker or the crown at 4 o'clock. But the watch wears true to size, and it is rather slim, featuring a generously domed bezel, only 11mm thick. This one easily slides under a dress cuff, and again, although 40mm, it's solidly under 50mm from lug to lug, the extremity to extremity measurement being 48mm in this case. Now, with a large gold case, it does have impressive heft. Again, not overbearing, just enough to remind you that eyes closed, you still know you're wearing something very special. Now, FP Journe pairs this beautiful rose gold case with a double gaiter strap, which is to say monotone stitch, rectangular black alligator leather on the top, rectangular scale that is to say, and then underneath small scale alligator leather. Gaiter on both sides means that the watch will wear longer with greater durability inherent in the strap. Gaiter is much tougher than calf. It's also more expensive, but it's a refinement that you appreciate in a watch of this stature from a mark of this importance. You'll also note the pull tab spring bars. You can see that they're semi-conforming, so visually the watch looks very coherent. There's really no daylight between lug and strap, but you do have the ability to pull the strap straight down around a smaller wrist, so if you are slight of wrist as I am, this watch fits very easily. It doesn't fight you. But again, that pull tab function means you can easily swap the strap without resorting to a jeweler's tool or shoving a screwdriver in between those handsome lugs. Easy to do. You can reshoe the watch in a jiffy. Now, the watch features a beautifully traditional and highly adjustable FP Journe branded 18-karat rose gold pin buckle. Beautiful, what you expect. Again, it makes the watch easy to own, wear, and adjust on the fly, but it is the dial of this watch that sets it apart. Now, from 2006, the Centigraphe was a completely unique vision of the chronograph, intended by FP Journe to allow the user to measure small increments of time. The largest scale among the 3 chronograph subregisters is actually a 10-minute subregister at 6. You're looking at 20 seconds at 2 o'clock, and naturally the Centigraphe register, or 1/100th of a second. So each rotation of that Centigraphe scale is 1 second, and at any point along the 100 possible fragments of that second, you can actually register the most minute element of time that I believe any mechanical chronograph registers throughout Swiss high horology and beyond. So 1 second down to 100th, 20 seconds, 10 minutes, and that's what it's all about. Now, the dial itself features a beautiful matte black. This is distinctive of the boutique edition. Rose gold with a matte black dial with beautiful gold lacquer is distinctive of FP Journe's boutique watches. Distinct from the black label in as much as the black label features the black dial with platinum, the boutiques are black dial with rose. And you can also see there's a beautiful white gold bezel that surrounds each one of the subregisters, providing a nice high polish contrast with the rose gold elements as well as the black of the dial. You'll also notice the distinctive, almost biomorphic FP Journe hands at center, and significantly, because it's been part of his watch design language since the early 90s, before he even was a brand in his own right, you can see screws holding that bezel to the dial, exposed screws on the dial, redolent of FP Journe design language. Now, on the case back, you can see the caliber 1506. Now, it is 50 jewels. It is crafted entirely of 18-karat rose gold. It's beautifully finished, and in every respect, this is traditional watchmaking executed with a high concept, and that concept is independent drive of the chronograph and civil time functions. You can see the barrel, uncharacteristically for Swiss watches, is located dead center on the movement. Now, what happens is when you start the watch, and we may as well actuate the chronograph for a little bit of theater. Reset. When you start the watch, the chronograph functions drive separately off the barrel, and the time-telling functions, the civil time functions, drive separately on their own drivetrain off the barrel. This way, each one can function without reducing the amplitude of the balance. That is, each one effectively draws power from the mainspring barrel, reducing the power reserve from 80 when the chronograph is off to about 24 hours when the chronograph is on. But again, with no diminution of timing accuracy. The watch does not slow down, the balance does not lose amplitude. It's a little bit like what JLC designed into the Duomet, only the Duomet adopts this principle with two separate mainspring barrels. Here, FP Journe has separate drivetrains off of one barrel. Now, the watch is an absolute masterpiece aesthetically and technically, and this function selector, the rocker system for the chronograph, is actually a patented element. This watch is a Geneva Grand Prix award winner, so it has both pedigree and great accomplishment within the watchmaking sphere, acclaimed by other watchmakers, industry insiders, journalists, and of course, grand collectors. This is a watch that really doesn't need any approval except your own. Excellent in every respect, objectively different and superb. This is a watch that has charisma to spare. This is a watch that has charm to burn. Beautifully executed. It's also rare, being available only through the FP Journe Espace and boutiques. You can see it, and you can buy this one without a wait on our website, watchyouwant.com.